Hey, Chef Walker, and today I want to talk about hiring and team. So one of the big focuses for the last year and a half for me has been building my team. And it's sort of funny, for years I resisted adding any team members at all. I think it was probably about 10 years into my business before I hired even my very first person. And then we just have one person for several years, and then I think we were into many multi-millions with a team of myself and 3 people. So it was very small team, and then we gradually started adding more. I think the reason, I just had some, let's just say, bad advice from some of the some gurus back in the day, some of the big name gurus who said, don't build a team. It's still, dealing with people is the worst thing you can do. And it was just, I think they were just dysfunctional people that have a hard time relating to other people. And I will tell you that building a team does complicate things, but at some point you can't do it all by yourself. You just absolutely can't do it all by yourself. And if you try to, you're going to hold yourself back. And so, it was a year and a half, 2 years ago, where we really started to work on team, work on our culture, and get it really figured out. Figure out who we wanted to be as a team, and figure out how we wanted to work together, and then start to fill some of the big roles. And it's been a growth experience. I will tell you, your life is more complicated. It's all of a sudden it's like I'm steering this ship. And before, when it was just me, I could make a decision and implement it like the next day or the next hour or the next minute. Once you start to build a team, you can't just go off like, on a wild goose chase just because you decided to do something. You have to bring along your team with you. So your life does get more complicated, but it also gets richer and more fulfilling and frankly more fun. We've got just an incredible team. We've got this incredible culture, and we're looking to grow it. We're going to keep on growing it. And now, like, one of the things in marketing I always say is, you want to avoid that corporate voice. You want to avoid the royal we, so to speak. You want to speak as a single individual to your clients, or to your prospects, to people on your list, your followers, your tribe. But for me, it really is about the we now, because we really do have a great team and we work together, and it's not about me anymore. So even if in my marketing, I come across as I, and the reality is it's we. And so, like right now, as I'm filming this, we've got several positions open. So no matter when you're watching this, go to my blog at jeffwalker.com, and you can scroll, usually down to the bottom, we'll have a link to a careers page. And we might have something open as you're viewing this. But in any case, like, one of the things, so we're looking for some real specific skill sets right now in these positions we're looking for. Very specific. We got some gaps on our team we need to fill. But one of the filters is always going to be culture. Do they fit with our culture? And I want them to be on board with the mission. And our mission really is to change the world by helping entrepreneurs, by teaching entrepreneurs how to build their businesses bigger, better, faster, more efficiently, and ultimately be able to serve more people. I'm never looking for someone that's just looking for a job. I'm looking for someone that wants to get on board with my team and I, and really change the world by helping entrepreneurs. So that is that's a huge thing. And then just culturally, how we work together. And I don't want to go too deep into exactly what our culture is, but we have a very warm, supportive environment. It's like a family. I know that's a cliche, but it is very much like a family. Frankly, I have a lot of my family in it, but I also think of the people on my team as being like my family. And Dave Logan, he wrote this book called Tribal Leadership, and I've gotten to hang out with Dave just a couple times. Really cool dude. And he has a saying that culture eats strategy for breakfast. In other words, you can just have the greatest strategy in the world, but if you got a great culture, a company with a great culture compared to a company with great strategies but a poor culture, well, that great culture is going to beat the great strategy team every single time. I like that saying. There's a saying, it's not about the size of the dog in the fight, it's about the size of the fight in the dog. And I love that saying because it makes me think of underdogs, and really if you're really committed, and you're just committed, and that's my culture. I've got this culture, this great team who is just they're ready to go to war. They're ready to fight the battle to get where we're going, which is to help entrepreneurs change the world. And so when I look to hire, and I would suggest you do the same, is figure out what your culture is. Get your culture in order. Figure out how you work together. And then when you go to hire, absolutely hire the person that's got the skills that you need, but don't forget to get the culture fit right. And look for someone who really understands your vision and is on board with your vision. We're never looking for someone who's just looking for a job. If someone's just looking for a job, by definition, they just don't fit. They don't fit for us. They don't fit our culture. They don't fit our vision. They don't fit our mission. So that's just a little bit about what I'm thinking about as we grow our team. And don't make the mistake I did of, buying into this belief that by growing a team, you're just going to make your life a living hell. That's literally what I was taught from some of my, some of the early gurus that I learned from years ago. Totally wrong. If you're going to build something great, you're going to need some people along with you that are committed to helping you build something great. So I'm Jeff Walker. If you're watching this anywhere else besides at my blog at jeffwalker.com, head on over there, scroll down, leave a comment for me, give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down, whichever. Just give me some reaction, and let's go get them this week.